Durandal. You've probably heard of or seen this sword in games or stories, but where did this sword actually came from? It came from a few French epic literature, especially in the epic poem called The Song of Roland. The Song of Roland is one of the oldest and most popular piece of French literature. The main story in the poem is the Battle of Roncevaux, which actually happened in 778 AD, and it also talked about Roland, who owned this legendary sword. Though historically there's not much known about Roland, he exists mostly in legends, but Roland is said to be the nephew and paladin of Charlemagne, king of Franks. He was also given Durandal by Charlemagne. Supposedly, according to the Song of Roland, it was given to Charlemagne by an angel of God who was asked to give it to one of his men. Apparently it contained a tooth of Saint Peter, blood of Basil of Caesarea, hair of Saint Denis, and a piece of the raiment of Mary, mother of Jesus. In another story, it was said to be forged by Wayland the smith, who was a prolific Norse blacksmith, known for his malicious will but great skill to be able to enchant his crafts. Whatever the origin, Durandal is still a great sword that, according to the Song of Roland, is said to be the sharpest sword in all of existence. Anyway, going back to the Song of Roland, Roland used Durandal against an army of 100,000 Saracens to hold them off, giving a chance for Charlemagne to retreat back to France. At some point in the story, Roland, being mortally wounded, was pushed to destroy Durandal so that it wouldn't end up in enemies' hands. Though it was only an attempt, as it is apparently also indestructible. He tried breaking it against some rocks but ended up creating a 100-meter gap in the Pyrenees, which is now known as Roland's Breach. Another story on where the sword went is pretty interesting. In an attempt to get rid of Durandal, Roland was said to have thrown Durandal into a wall out of people's reach. Due to its sharpness, it was easy to thrust itself inside the rocks. It then managed to lodge itself somewhere in a stone wall at the town of Rocamadour in France.